a bit. Let's find out what some reactions on social media have been to this. Nana Mano Bimpong is standing by to tell us. Nana Ma, good morning.
Good morning, Lantam. Yes, so we asked you what you thought, whether you thought the ECOWAS decision was the right one or not. So let's move straight into Twitter. And we have the first comment which says, where was ECOWAS when the president was changing the constitution and locking people who were against him? What does ECOWAS do actually? Meetings and share money? Okay, then Jayski says, what is in the community that they have been taken out? Life still goes on. Take your community and they also will take their country. Kobe also adds to the discussion saying it's about time the whole ECOWAS was dissolved. Sammy also says, who in person brought that idea? They must better sit up and put out positive ways of lifting poverty on their people and stop all they're saying. Hashtag fix Africa. Then Barrow says, if the leaders are aimless, what do you expect? Kofi also says it's just laughable. When we move over to Instagram, we see here that Mr. Papi says, this was a peaceful coup. No bloodshed. Citizens were happy about it. I feel it's irrelevant to take Guinea out. Then Liz says, is ECOWAS even functional? We also have, if we move down a little, Richard also says they are not serious. Then Black Diamond says they can take them, then Ghana follows. Jay Smoke says the ECOWAS has lost touch with the plight of the people. When we move over to Facebook as well, we have Nazir who adds his voice to the discussion saying that Guinea doesn't need the ECOWAS. The ECOWAS is a toothless bulldog. Then Efo says useless community. Those leaders are also beneficiaries of corruption in their respective countries. Okay. Then we have here Selom who says, I hate ECOWAS, or the name ECOWAS, okay? Then Delali says the word ECOWAS itself doesn't exist. Then Peter adds and says, were they sleeping when Alpha Conde was misbehaving? Why didn't they remove the country from the community when he changed the constitution to suit him? The country belongs to him to the extent that he has the guts to appoint his son as the VP. Then Raphael says Guinea being taken out of the ECOWAS community wouldn't add or deduct anything from them. When the people in the country were wallowing in their hunger and poverty states, what did ECOWAS do to help? Our African leaders deserve the worst than has happened to Alpha Conde, okay? Then Derek says, what is ECOWAS' developmental contribution to these African nations? Meeting in Kwan, okay. Then Abraham says, well, we are in a free world and therefore I support the ECOWAS decision. Malik also says they are a bunch of greedy old leaders, so they didn't see anything wrong with their old friend changing the constitution. Democracy, my foot. Namba says, what would they gain from that useless ECOWAS self? Make we think. Then Sir Galaxy says, what have countries in the community achieved than those who are not part are lacking? Then Abraham also adds to the discussion and says, I believe when there's a headache, it affects the whole body. So the decision made by ECOWAS is the right way and also sets an example for other countries. Prince also adds to the conversation, even the ECOWAS itself may not exist anymore because coup d'etat will throw all those old devils. When they sanctioned Mali, are they begging for food? He asks. And says, we don't want to go back to the old tradition. Then Doche says, what's the benefit of this useless organization? We move. Then Abudi says, does it even matter now? The people of Guinea are already happy and relieved. Let them be. Then Maximus Evans says ECOWAS is a ghost to citizens serve. Then Lento says ECOWAS has no influence on any country. Keeping Guinea and expelling Guinea aren't different. Then MC says, do they care about their actions? Our leaders are hypocrites. King Kojo says they don't care about that all. What they need now is the freedom and change of constitution. Then Habi says hypocrite ECOWAS. Richard also adds and says it's just useless when there was high level of bad things in the country and the citizens are trying to change things. Stephen also says the decision is unnecessary. If the coup was disastrous, the citizens would not be celebrating. Nanaya also says, where were the ECOWAS when their president raped the constitution, binding the people? Spare us the cheap propaganda. Risky Doe says there's no sense in it. Eddie says ECOWAS is only there for damage control. ECOWAS should help the Guinean people to resort democracy back to their country. And ECOWAS members should tell their fellow heads of state to obey the laws of their countries. Onuzi says ECOWAS is a toothless organization. They don't represent Africa. They are all corrupt leaders. Raise up Africans and take over ECOWAS now. Then Emmanuel says, very unnecessary. They should resolve it by any means necessary to bring peace to the innocent people. Ni also says they should learn from Libya. Then Papa Yao says, do they care? As if ECOWAS wasn't there when the president was abusing power. Then Uncle Bless says they need peace. They will even progress without ECOWAS. Then Ishmael says, what have we, Ghana, benefited from ECOWAS? Then Braganyo says, what benefits has the people of Guinea gotten from ECOWAS for them to get scared? And lastly, Solomon, okay, this is quite a long comment. So he says, ECOWAS is made up of old men, and in nature, when you get to that age in life, your thinking and way of applying knowledge becomes some way. Africans need vibrant and intelligent leaders to rule, because we really, really need better life in this country. Hoping that our security men will help us ask the old men in power to account to us. Even the coup leader has even decided to take his country from that ECOWAS and needs to do that early. So this is what we have time for. Continue to send us your messages on Instagram, on Facebook and on Twitter. We want to hear more of you, to tell you more of what you have said. My name is Nanama Anna Bempong Nantam. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Nanama Nobempong, there with your social media comments on this issue.